How do, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. So as you might have seen from my previous video, which will be in the top right hand corner now, we ended up doing styling modifications from the rear diffuser, spoiler and the front spoiler of the car. Now, the car has just come back from the body shop, which looks absolutely fantastic, as you can see. So if you remember correctly, we had that big scratch across here, we had another massive one down there, and we had obviously that big patch over here. So basically, like I said in my previous video, the entire left side of the car has fully been resprayed and it has come out absolutely fantastically. So now we've done some styling modifications to the exterior in the previous video, we're going to concentrate on the interior. Now, a lot of you know that I love carbon fibre as per the rear spoiler, so we are going to carbon fibre wrap the interior. So what we are going to tackle is doing the handles on the front and the rear, the vents all across, including this massive one here, and obviously this one over here. We are going to do the centre console as well, this massive long trim. I'm contemplating doing these two as well. I have seen it before and it does look really, really good. And we are going to do the gear stick. But we are going to update the steering wheel by doing this trim here. Now, I'm going to say this straight away, I am not a car wrapper of any shape or form. I've done it a few times, it has come out well, but it is very hard. So I will say that right now, because for anyone who is looking to do it, give it a go like everything I say to do on here, because you end up going to have to pay someone to do it anyway. And if you do end up getting it fixed or doing it, you get a massive amount of satisfaction and you save a few quid. So yeah, I would say if you're thinking of doing it, give it a go, but patience is the key.
The door handle covers are very simple to remove as they're only held on by clips, as are the air vents. To remove the centre air vent, you're going to need two trusty trim pullers, one at the top, one at the bottom, and gently prise it out. Do not use a screwdriver, otherwise you will damage your dashboard. Once this is out the way, you will then be able to remove the surround for the climate control by removing the two screws.
So here we are now, guys. I've taken off only a small amount of the interior stuff. One, because the fact is I just want to do a little bit at a time, but two, once these bits are done, I'm going to stick them into the car and just see how it looks, because it might be too much carbon fibre, because I know I love carbon fibre, but you can overdo it. So we're going to do the small bits to start off with. With regards to the vents and stuff, I'm going to do them one at a time. So you can split, obviously, the actual vent out. So I'm going to wrap this, then put it straight back together, and then do it that way, rather than like I did with the XC90. I stripped absolutely everything, did it, and then put them back together. It's just going to be a bit more easier with regards to that. So we've got my wrap, which is some cheap stuff off eBay. I was intending to do a lot more carbon fibre stuff, but as it's so cheap, it's only good for sort of like interior stuff, not external, because I did try it on my i30N with regards to the wind mirror and it didn't look right. So I only use it for interior stuff. But the things we're going to be using is, you have got these squeegees, but as it is going to be small stuff, these sort of things won't really be needed. You do need one of these to cut the wrap with, which is like a scalpel effect. You've got all the tools in here as well. Now these are more for external stuff, sort of like pinching it in corners and things like that for when you're doing obviously the body work. You do need a very sharp scalpel, so be very careful with that for obviously not cutting yourself. Done that God knows how many times. So what I also do have as well are these. So these are gloves to go with it, so we will be using them. It's just to help with the wrapping and things like that. One thing I haven't got, which I'm going to get in a second as well, is alcoholic wipe. So I've got the spray just to clean up all the panels and then wrap it straight after that. So like I said before, guys, patience is key. Yeah.
So like I said, guys, wrapping is not easy. The first thing you want to do is clean the surface with some alcoholic wipe and then cut off some wrap which is bigger than the actual item itself, so then you can use it for leverage to be able to pull over the corners, but you're going to need a lot of heat and, like I say, a lot of patience.
Well, that's the first one. Like I say, it's not the best. I'm not the wrapper, like I said earlier, but I'm really happy with how that's come out. It is very fiddly trying to get inside these little grooves, especially in this little dial here. like I say, I can only get it as best as you possibly can on this. You know, it's tight and it could potentially catch, but the thing is, as it's so small, the only way I feel that I can do it is by cutting a little slit in, you might have seen me do, and then just literally heat it up and press and go through that way. But like I say, I'm happy with it. If at a later date I get annoyed by it, I can always just rip it off. So yeah, one down, many more to go. So I'm going to do this one now. I was hoping it's going to be a lot more simpler, but it's not going to be, because I was hoping I can take this piece out, but this is all plastically welded in, which is going to be a right pain in the rear end, because I don't really want to cover that. If I could have literally just done all this inside bit and then plopped that on, that would have been even better, but yeah, unfortunately not. It's all sort of plastic welded in, so looks like I'm going to have to do the whole thing. Fun! So guys, yes, you probably realised this was wrapped in carbon fibre. It is no longer. And like I say, in all my videos, guys, I've said to you before, I want to show you the good things and the bad things. And unfortunately, the bad thing was it didn't come out very well. There were bubbles in it, and to be fair, it just didn't look good enough. I did do it on my XC90, and it didn't come out too badly. But with the M140i, I want it to look absolutely spot on, and that didn't. So what I'm going to do is, there is a company here in my town that does do wrapping, so I'm going to get a quote from them. I think there also is a company here that does do hydro dipping, so I might see how much they would charge for that. But I might just go online as well and do a bit of research to see how much I can actually purchase replacements that are either in hydro dipped ones already or carbon fibre. I know it is going to be quite expensive, but like I say, I don't want to go cheap. I want it to look great. So sometimes, like I say, you have to spend the money. So we've done the right thing. We've given it a go. It didn't work, so I'm going to have to pay someone to either do it or get replacements. So roll on to see what I found. So guys, it is a few days since that last clip, and as you recall, I said I was going to look into true carbon fibre, hydro dipping and wrapping. So true carbon fibre trims, now this is not every single trim that I wanted. We were going to talk a minimum of 700 quid, so that's too expensive. So I went to look into hydro dipping. I couldn't actually find a company to do that, so I ended up contacting a couple of wrapping companies that are not far from where I live. One of them wouldn't wrap the interior unless they did the exterior, and as I've spent God knows how much on paint, there's no way I want the car wrapped. The second one didn't even bother coming back to me, so after keep looking around, I looked on eBay, which I should have gone straight away to, and I found someone that in his spare time, or does it as a job, he wraps interior trims, and he had every single trim plus a couple more of what I wanted that he has already wrapped at a fantastic price. And unwrapping a couple of them, sorry, when I mean unwrapping in here within this box of goodies, they have come out absolutely beautifully. Now bear in mind, this is not me sending my trims off to him. He had every single trim wrapped for me to buy, so I can easily slip them into the car, and if I ever want to sell the car, I can put the standard ones back on. But they look absolutely fantastic. I am blown away with how well these trims are. I will show you a close-up in a second, but first of all, let's unwrap every single thing in the box. So here we go, guys, and they look absolutely phenomenal. They've come out so well, and the person wasn't kidding and how much this is going to transform the interior of my car. It really is. So we've got carbon fibre wrap and Alcantara on these two bits and the steering bit there, and that is going to look so sharp when it's fitted. So that's the next part now, fitting these, and honestly guys, I cannot wait to see the result. there we go guys, that is the dashboard trims done and the door handles so far, and so I am blown away with the transformation. This looks absolutely fantastic. Well, it all looks fantastic. This I had to wrap myself because it didn't come as part of the kit, so I've just spent the last 40 minutes doing that. Like I say, I'm not a wrapper, but it's come out really well, I think. Like I say, that's cheap wrap compared to the stuff that this guy's done. Like I say, it looks absolutely phenomenal.
To remove the gear stick cover, all you need is a small flat-headed screwdriver to pull back the plastic cover. Once that's out of the way, it is one T8 screw. For the base gear stick cover, it is just held in by a few clips, so you just need your trusty trim puller. And you'll also need your trusty trim puller to pull back the control cover, and the controls are held in by 3 screws.
That is the full dash and center console complete. I am absolutely in love with how this is looking. Now the last thing we've got to do is that trim right there, but first of all we need to disconnect the battery.
To remove the airbag, you need a flat-headed screwdriver to push through the holes on the right and the left side behind the steering wheel to push the clip back. To remove the cover, you need to remove the 2 screws on the inside of the steering wheel, one at the bottom rear.
So there we are guys, the finished article, and doesn't she look absolutely beautiful? I'm still, even now, I'm blown away with how much that has transformed this interior. And like I say, I absolutely love carbon fibre, and the handles look absolutely incredible. The air vents, the steering wheel, it just transforms the steering wheel altogether. And I might change the steering wheel at some point just for something a bit more flash. But this, I must admit, the Alcantara and the carbon fibre around there, I know you can get original from BMW, which is like that Alcantara and genuine carbon fibre, and I didn't think it was going to work, but it really does. And that gear stick, just all of it looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm so over the moon. It looks so sharp. And there we have it guys, the carbon fibre trims are fully installed. And how easy was it to install all that? It was literally a couple of screws and a load of clips. The hardest one, as you might have seen, was the center air vent, which that trim, you just got to get your trusty trim pullers on the full left side and just gently, top and bottom, and slowly prise it out. Do not use a screwdriver guys, because you will destroy your dashboard. But it is completely transformed the whole interior in my eyes. I think it looks so sharp. The steering wheel just needed that extra little thing, and the carbon fibre and Alcantara centerpiece here has just done it for me. And yeah, carbon fibre and Alcantara work so well. It's just absolutely brilliant. I know it's not real carbon fibre, but it really does look the stuff. It really does. But that is going to bring us to the end of the video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please put some comments down below of what you think of the car so far and other modifications I should do. Please hit like, please hit subscribe to keep up more future content, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Ta-da.